Now, today, we start with a new chapter, chapter number 4, stereochemistry. Okay, we talk about starch and cellulose. What is the main two classes for the isomers? Chiral and achiral molecules. Okay, stereogenic center and the stereogenic center in cyclic compound. And then we will take how many stereogenic centers, the ability to determine the stereogenic center in molecules. And this is stereogenic center S to R configuration or isomers, or they are different. Okay, diastereomers, mesio compound, ROS assignment for the compound with 2 or more stereogenic centers. This is more complex. From one molecule has 1 stereogenic centers. If there is many stereogenic centers, and then disubstituted cycloalkane. If you have cycloalkane disubstituted, it will be, what is the configuration here? It will be cis to trans or something else. Okay. So the physical properties and then the chemical properties for the stereoisomers. This is the main topics. We will talk about it in this chapter. Okay. So now, stereochemistry. What meaning stereochemistry? Is a branch of chemistry concerned with the 3-dimensional arrangement of atoms and molecules, and the effect of this special arrangement on the what? In physical and chemical properties. How this arrangement for the atom can be affected the physical and chemical properties. Okay? So, it's include the study stereoisomers such as enantiomers, بالعربي مضادات enantiomers, and diastereomers. Chirality, conformations, okay, conformations, and the mechanism by which reaction proceed with the respect special orientation. Do you, what mean that? The mechanism and the special orientation. Do you remember the last year we talked about SN1 and SN2? We said in SN2, the nucleophile, it will be attacked from the opposite side to the leaving group, from the back side. And the configuration, it will be what? Inversion of the configuration. Yes? If we say, for example, this, just 1 minute. For example, this is the configuration, and this is the leaving group. If the nucleophile attack from the back side, all this, it will be inverse of the configuration, okay? It will be inverse of the configuration. So, this is the meaning, the mechanism. It is also important for the mechanism of the reaction. Okay, this is the small definition for the stereochemistry. So, if you want to know why the stereochemistry is important, I will give you 2 or 3 examples. One of them is the naproxen. Naproxen is a drug. It will be used as pain reliever, مسكن آلام. Okay. The structure of naproxen here in this slide. This is the structure of naproxen. This is a 3-dimensional structure. Okay. So naproxen have 2 structures. One of them is S-naproxen, and the other is what? R-naproxen. Where is the difference between this and this? Look. The difference here in this carbon, we have hydrogen and we have CH3 here. This CH3 and this is the hydrogen. Okay? So, in naproxen, S-naproxen, that we work as a drug, as pain reliever, the CH3, it will be in the front side, and in that side, far from you, not in this side. Okay? But in R-naproxen, it will be work as liver toxin. Okay, liver toxin. يعني يكون سام اصلا ما ادرك يكون سام. It will be CH3 here, it is near from you on this side. Okay, just I changed the 2 groups position and give you different properties for the compound. The same functional group, this carboxylic acid, and this ether, and this ether. But a small change for the configuration, it will be give you different properties. Okay, this it will be work as a drug, and the other it will be work was liver toxin. Okay, so here you can see the important for the stereochemistry, why we study stereochemistry. So the other example, if I give you here, look, this both of my hand, okay? If you look to this, and this it will be mirror image for this, yes? If you have here mirrors, okay? This, it will be mirror image for this, yes? The same, if you look at it will be the same for you. But they are used for different different uses. يعني this used for something and this used for something else. Okay, they are super impossible, يعني غير متطابقات. Super impossible. Look, super impossible. If I want to make this super possible, what I have to do? يعني I have to remove this and put it here. Yes, but they are super impossible, different uses. For example, so if I give you another example, if you are right hand, writing by using right hand, we said righties, okay, and you come to the exam, to the class of the exam, and you enter to the hall of the exam, okay. Many chairs here for righties or lefties, for right hand or left hand. Many chairs here for right hand, yes. That meaning you don't spend a time to find your chair. Where is your chair? There is no difference. But if you are left writing, who here it will be left writing? Who here? One, just one. Look, many students they are right-handed, but just one or two maybe it will be left writing hand. Okay. So if you are left right hand, you will come to the enter to the hall and you will be spend the time. Where is my suitable chair for me? Okay. Any chair بالعكس it will be left chair. We said left chair for you. This it is so difficult. You will be spend the time, okay, to find your chair. That meaning this it will be used for something and this it will be used for something else. Okay. Also, if you want to use the scissors, مقص, okay, by right hand is easy to you. But if you are left-handed and you want to use the مقص scissors, okay, it will be difficult for you. Okay, another example I give you here, the basketball gloves. Many basketball gloves, they are tied, okay, fit to the what? To the right hand. But if you want to take the basketball gloves and take it in the left hand, it cannot be suitable for you. Okay, cannot be suitable for you. This is many examples in our life. Okay, so another example I will give you until to be able, what is the important to know the important for the isomers, the stereochemistry is the starch and the cellulose. Okay, the starch and the cellulose, both of them, they are polymers. Okay, they are polymers. Consist from small unit called monomer. Monomer يعني one unit. Okay, they are bound together, many monomers together, bonding together. It will be give you what? Give you polymer. This unit for the starch and the cellulose, both of them is what? Is the glucose. Okay, both of them, they are glucose. Okay, starch is polymer from the glucose. Also, the cellulose is the polymer from the glucose, both of them. So, polymer here, I give you a small definition for what meaning the polymer. It is not our subject, but you have to know what meaning the polymer is. Large molecule composed of repeating smaller units called what? Monomer, that are covalently bonded together. It will be monomer with polymer bond by what? By bond. Any bond, ionic bond? No, it's covalent bond. Must be covalent bond. Okay? Must be covalent bond. It will be give you polymers. It will be give you polymers. So, if you look to this two polymers, this is the starch and this is the cellulose. Look, both of them is polymer from what? From the glucose. This is glucose. Also here, glucose. Okay? They are bonding by oxygen, carbon. Also here, oxygen, carbon by covalent bond. Both of them, they are polymer from the same monomer for the glucose unit. Okay? So, the starch is the main carbohydrate in seeds and roots of the plants. Okay? بالبذور والش اسمها مال plants. They are the main ingredient يعني المكون الرئيسي from the carbohydrate. When we human ingest wheat, rice or potatoes, we are eating this plants, our body, it will be hydrolysis the starch to what? To the glucose. And the glucose is the main source for the energy in your body. The glucose. You understand? So, if we want to eat the cellulose, our body cannot be hydrolyzed the cellulose. Okay? And our body don't have the suitable enzyme to what? to the hydrolysis the cellulose to the glucose. Okay, so this the important. Both of them they are polymer. Both of them they are polymer from the glucose. But this our body can be useful for our body, and the other it will be not useful for the other our body. Do you understand? Okay. Now, how the starch it will be different from the cellulose? Okay. Here, if you look to the glucose unit here, the glucose. This is the monomer for the glucose. Here he said in cellulose, okay, in cellulose, the oxygen occupies the equatorial position. Here, the oxygen will be bonding here. Okay, if you go to the next picture here, look to the next. This is the oxygen. I talk about this, the oxygen. This oxygen. This is the equatorial position. Our equatorial position. Our equatorial position. This is the equatorial position. Okay, so in cellulose, here the oxygen will be here occupied. It will be bonded from the equatorial position. Okay, now what meaning equatorial? Do you know what meaning equatorial? Equatorial, يعني the center with the plane of the molecules. So if we say for you, this is the plane, for example, this is the plane of the molecules, this the plane of the molecules, like this. Okay, so equatorial will be this the equatorial. Equatorial here, equatorial here, equatorial here, equatorial on this side, equatorial on this side, equatorial on this side. Okay, no different. المهم with the plane of the molecules. Okay, in the starch, the oxygen occupied the axial position. This is the axial position. What meaning axial position? This is the axial position. This. That be. It will be in that figure, not in like. In this figure, okay? In this figure, this axial. Okay? If you have a plane, this molecule. If I say to you, this is the plane of the molecule, where's the equatorial? This it will be equatorial. Okay? Equatorial. Where's the axial? This is the axial. Okay? Then the axial it will be like that here. This is the axial. Okay? This, for example, this OH is equatorial or axial? This OH. This equatorial, and this group, yes, and this axial. Look, this OH hydroxyl group is axial, and this equatorial. Okay, equatorial to the plane of the molecules. So this the bonding, the different position for the bonding give you the different polymer. This is the cellulose, the starch, and this is the cellulose. Look here. This bonding in axial. Our body, we are human, can be hydrolysis this compound, can be hydrolysis this polymer, but cannot be hydrolysis this polymer. Okay? Our body can be hydrolysis the starch, but cannot be hydrolysis the cellulose. Okay? So, for this reason, look, it is just small difference between this to give you different properties and very different uses for both of the polymers. طبعا the cellulose, here the cellulose, if you look to the cellulose, the glucose and the cellulose, they are bonding to each other with hydrogen bond, okay, with hydrogen bond, and the plate with another plate of many plates of the cellulose, many plates of the cellulose, it will give you a very rigid figure can be used for the plant, okay. Also, it will be, if you look to the starch, there is no hydrogen bond, and it will be in the helix. We said helix figure, the helix figures. Okay, this is the starch, the figure of the starch, and this is the figure of what? Of the cellulose. يعني cellulose طلبة على شكل طبقات يكون. Okay, طبقات, many layers, bonding to each other by what? By hydrogen bond. Okay, but in the starch, it will be in this figure. We said helix, يعني رولة على شكل رولة على شكل spring حلزوني. Okay, in that figure. Just we change a small يعني orientation. It will give you small properties. So the two major classes of the isomers. Now we talk about the isomers. Okay, isomers. What meaning isomers? Do you know what meaning isomers? You took it last year. What meaning isomers? Same molecules, yes. Different arrangement. Okay. Go to the same molecules. What means same molecules? We say exactly, if you go to the best word, use same molecular formula. Yes? Same molecular compounds that have same molecular formula, but what? Different structure. Okay, not just same molecules. Same compounds that have same, a compound that have same molecular formula, but what? But different structure. Okay, I will give you example here. Look, CH3, oxygen, CH3. Any compound this? Dimethyl ether. It is ether, yes? And this CH3, CH2, OH. What is this compound? Ethanol. Good. What is the chemical formula for this? Chemical formula. C2H6 and oxygen. And this the same. Okay, that meaning same chemical formula but different structure. Okay, but different structure. Now, this is the isomers. Now, we have some isomers like that. This, for example, here. It will be clear for you. This. What is this compound? What is the name of this compound? Butene. Any butene, 1 butene, 2 butene, 2 butene. And this butene. Then alkene, butene, 2 butene, 2 butene. Both of them is 2 butene. Also this same chemical formula. The structure is what? Different. Okay? But look to the functional group. Here alkene, here alkene. Here the functional group is ether, is alcohol. Here different functional group. Here the same functional group. This isomers, also this isomers. But this type of isomers, this another type of isomers. And we will take the two main type for the isomers. The first one is what? Is the constitutional isomers. Okay? The first type of the isomers is the constitutional isomers. What meaning constitutional isomers? What meaning? Here, differ in way the atom are connected to each other. We say the range of the atom, they are different, both of them. Look here, carbon, oxygen, carbon. Here, carbon, carbon, oxygen. That meaning is different connection or not different connection? Different connection. Look to here, carbon, CH, يعني CH3, CH2 double bond, CH3, CH double bond, CH3. Here, CH3, CH double bond, CH, the same connection. Okay, that meaning this, it is not constitutional isomer, but this is constitutional isomer. So, how we can distinguish between constitutional isomers and not constitutional isomers? Constitutional isomers, طلبة, has different name. What is the name of this? Dimethyl ether. What is the name of this? Ethanol. Different names. خلاص. It's constitutional isomers. تمام? Then this 2-butene and this 2-butene. But this cis or this is trans. Cis with trans, it will be not. يعني you have to ignore the cis with trans, except the cis with trans. Without cis with trans, the name is what? Is the same. 2-butene. And this what? 2-butene. That meaning the same name. That meaning this constitutional isomers? No, it is not constitutional isomers. Okay? This is the second type of the isomers, is the stereoisomers. Now, we talk about constitutional isomers. First thing is what? Different name. Secondly, the same or different functional group. Maybe same functional group, maybe different functional group. Look this, ether functional group, and this OH, that means different functional group. Do you understand? Different functional group. Third one, different physical properties. Of course, different physical properties. Physical properties. Or chemical properties, of course, it will be different chemical properties. Okay? So, the important point you have to focus here about constitutional isomers, the name is what? Is different. If you look to the name is different, خلاص, it will be constitutional isomers. But you have one condition, don't forget that. The same chia, the same chemical formula. If I give you, for example, this, this, and this, this and this, and I say to you, these are isomers, constitutional isomers, stereoisomers. What is the, What this? Look to the chemical formula, the same chemical formula? No, خلاص, different chemical formula. These are different compounds, not isomers. Not aslan our subject here. They are different compounds. They are different compounds. Now وقت امتحان بيجي say they have a constitutional isomer. It is different names و different chemical formula و not isomers علاقة بisomer نينا. Okay? Do you understand what mean that? Okay? Isomers شرط أولية the same chemical formula. Okay? Don't forget that. The same chemical formula. The same chemical formula. Or if we go to the same chemical formula, where is it the same chemical formula? Do you have the same chemical formula? You have to write this note. I don't know. Different name, functional group. Where is it the same chemical formula? Sorry, where is it? Isomers are different compounds with the same. This put 3-4 line here. So important. Okay? So important. Do you have a question? Do you have a question? We go to the second type. Do you have a question? No. So, stereoisomers differ only in the way atoms are oriented in the space. Look here. CH3, CH, CH, CH3 here, CH3, CH, CH3. The same connection. Same connection exactly. But the orientation, Ava Sari, Ava in the front side, Ava near from you, Ava far from you. Okay, just the orientation. This atom is here, this atom is here, this atom is here, like that. Do you understand? So, stereoisomers differ only the way atoms are oriented in the space. So, if I give you this example, okay, this example, okay, now, this is the carbon, and this here different functional group as you want, OH, CH, Br as you want. Look, this to the up, yes, and this in this side, and this near from you, and this on the front side, back and the back side, far from you. This is the orientation. This different orientation, different orientation, different. Okay, this is the orientation. Just the position of the atom in what? In the space. Okay. So stereoisomers have identical IUPAC name. وكذا نفس نافا بس cis وtrans فرقة. Cis وtrans, it is related with the position of the groups. Okay, the same names, they have identical names, except for the prefix like cis وtrans. دائما cis وtrans إهمال. Ignore the cis وtrans. Okay, ignore the cis and look to the name. Are the same or different? Are the same or different? Because they are differ only in the three-dimensional arrangement of the atom. Now, what meaning a three-dimensional arrangement? Do you know what meaning? We have, always we use paper to write the structure, okay? And this, the whiteboard. The whiteboard. So, if I give you, for example, this compound, for example, this carbon, OH, Br, Cl, مثلا CH3. Look, I say to you, this, what is the hybridization for this compound? For this carbon, sorry, is sp3. What is the geometry of sp3? Tetrahedral figure. Are this tetrahedral figure? No, I have a square أصلاً. I have a square. This is square figure, not tetrahedral figure. Tetrahedral figure, if we want to draw the tetrahedral figure, we have to use, this is 2 dimension. شو معنى 2 dimension? يعني just xy, xy. Okay, xy, this xy. Just 2 dimensional, xy. Okay, so if you want to convert this to the 3-dimensional figure, I have to use also what? To z. The 3-dimensional figure. Anyone in the back side, this like that, this is the z. Okay, this is the z, other z. Anyone it is near from you, anyone it is far from you in the back side, in the front side. Okay, this is the z. Okay, for example, I want to convert this to the 3-dimensional figure. I will put carbon, this is the carbon. Do two of the functional group, they are in the plane of the board. Okay, like this. OH and what? Br. What remain? Cl and CH3. Cl, it will be مثلا, you have to choose. It is near from you or far from you. It is you choose to be near from you, you have to draw it as we said which. Yes, which near from you. Which we said which bold. Bold. Okay, bond. This meaning it is near from you. Anyone you want Cl or CH3 as you want Cl. Cl. The other is in the front side. Okay, it will be like that. It will be what? CH3. CH3. This is what? This is now a 3D, three-dimensional figure. طلبة. Tetrahedral figure. Tetrahedral figure. Three-dimensional figure. Okay? A three-dimensional figure. So, actually this also, three-dimensional figure. Three-dimensional figure. طلب. This on the board, the plane of the molecule, and this, BROH, also on the plane of the molecules. This is the plane of the molecules. This is near from you, and this far from you. Three-dimensional figure, three-dimensional. Okay, this is the three-dimensional figure. A particular here, what's it? This is the meaning for two-dimensional or three-dimensional. Diamond in stereochemistry, we use what? We use the three-dimensional drawing to draw the molecules. So, a particular three-dimensional arrangement is called configuration. Thus, the stereoisomers differ in configuration. I will give you here what meaning the confirmation. For example, just 1 minute. Cl. If I want to this. Okay. Now, we have two molecules, this and this. Look, this, the same functional group. مثلا OH, Br, hydrogen with the blue color, and here مثلا chlor. The same functional group, the same molecule. This the same molecules, okay? And I will put it like that. Look, this is exactly mirror image for this. Mirror image, okay? If you have mirrors, it will be mirror image, like our hand. We said they mirror images, okay. Okay, look to the orientation. They has different or the same orientation. This on the right side, or this left side. That meaning different orientation. Okay, different orientation. If they are the same orientation, I put the red to this side. Look, but here we have a problem with the color, the blue and the green color. And here in the down, also I have a problem with the green and the blue color. Okay, that meaning here is different orientation. If I want to rotate, I put it like that. Okay, they cannot be. We said cannot be superimposable. Okay, they are not superimposable. Okay, they are not superimposable. If you rotate, try, cannot be superimposable. Like our hand. Okay, like our hand. Do you understand? Okay. So, we say different configuration. Look here. What is the name of this compound? 2-methyl-pentan. And this compound, 3-methyl-pentan. Same name or different name? Different name. Yes, different name. This is 2. Well, this is a 3. Okay, that meaning different name. Different name. Go to the chemical formula. You have to calculate the chemical formula. What is the chemical formula? C6H14 and this C6H14. Same chemical formula but different name. يعني كيا مباشرة it is what? Constitutional isomers. Constitutional isomers. Look, this and this chemical formula the same. ونame جبلي cis-trans. 1,2-dimethyl cyclopentan. 1,2-dimethyl cyclopentan. Same name. Same molecular formula but different orientation. Different orientation. This is what? Stereoisomers, not constitutional isomers. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay. If you have a question, raise your hand. So, classify each pair in the of this compound as constitutional isomers or stereo. Yalla. This and this. What is the name of this? Methyl, ethyl, propyl. Methane, ethane, propan, pentan. Butan. Okay, butan. This is not hexane, butan. Okay, so 2, 3 dimethyl, and this 2,4 dimethyl. That meaning is different or same name? Different name. خلاص, have a constitutional isomers. Okay, go to this and this. Look, this ether. Don't look to the name. This ether and this كحول. خلاص, different name. Of course, different name. This كحول or this ether. That meaning this is constitutional isomers. Look to this and this. Number D. 1,2 dimethyl cyclopentan, and this also 1,2 dimethyl cyclopentan. That meaning the name is the same, but the orientation is different. I have a trans, I have a cis. Anyone this? Constitutional or stereo? Yes, it is stereo isomers. Stereo isomers. Okay? So if I give you this and this, for example, I will give you another example here. What is the name of this? What is the name of this compound? Yalla. I have a cyclohexane, but here double bond, cyclohexene. Where is the methyl? Any position? 3. أكيد 3 يعني this one. وهذا 3 يعني now 1 2 3 4 يعني أكيد تمام. 1 2 3 good. 1 2 3 methyl cyclohexene. Then this compound. This one or this one? This one. 1 methyl cyclopentene. Okay. Different or same name? Different name. Okay. Different names. Okay. Different names. That meaning is what? Is constitutional isomers, not stereoisomers. Okay. Another example. This. Yalla. This and this. يعني constitutional or stereoisomers? No of them. Not constitutional, not stereoisomers. This is not isomers. They are different compounds, not same chemical formula. Not same chemical formula. We have here CH2 excess. We have CH3 excess, CH2 excess. If you calculate the chemical formula, they are different chemical formula. Okay? We say the isomers, again, the important point you have to focus it is the same chemical formula. Okay? Same chemical formula, and next step, go to the same name or different name. Do you understand? Okay. Chiral and achiral molecules. Chiral and achiral molecules. This is a subject, what meaning chiral and achiral? Look, everything has mirror image. I say to you, everything has mirror image. Okay? If you look to the mirrors, you will see yourself. This the mirror image for you. Okay? So, what is the important in chemistry is whether a molecule is identical to or different from its mirror image. Can be identical to the mirror image or different. So some molecules are like hands. Look, left and right hand. This the left and right hand. They are mirror image to each other, but they are not identical. I told you before that if you have this your two hands, this is mirror image for this, but they are not identical. This hand used for something, and this hand used for something else. Okay, they are not identical. If both of them identical, you can write by both of them. Also to writing, also to this writing. Okay, they are not identical. Okay, they are not identical. If you try to mentally place one hand inside to the other, okay, like that, okay, like that, you can never superimpose either all the fingers or the tops and the palms. Okay? Yani if you wanted to put it like that, look, it is not superimposable. Not the fingers, not all the thing to up to not, okay? The backward, this, the face of your hand, okay? Cannot be. Cannot be. Superimposable. This is the meaning superimposable. Superimposable meaning all the parts is not allied to each other. If they superimposable, for example, I have to take مثلا two hands, my right hands and my right for my friend hands, I put to each other, it will be like that, something like that, okay? it will be super. The atoms, it will be aligned to each other. All the atoms, it will be aligned to each other. So if I want to make this, for example, 1, 2, just to give me 1 minute. This. Look. Now, these molecules, they are superposible or not superimposable to each other? Look, if I put it like that, they will be superposible. This atom aligned to this, and this atom aligned to this, okay, this to this, and this to this. All of them, they align to each other. This carbon also with this carbon, that meaning this molecule, they are superimposable. Okay, that meaning superimposable, that meaning this compound, they are identical. Identical and the same, exactly the same. Do you understand? Okay. Now, to superimpose an object on its mirror image means to align all the parts of the object to its mirror image. I say to you, to its mirror, it will be aligned to each other. This, it will be exactly on this, okay? This is the meaning of the align. With molecules, the mean aligning all the atoms and all the bond. I show you all the atoms and all the bond, it will be aligned to each other, okay? And the molecules, I show it to you before that. So this hand now is superimposable or not superimposable? Not super. We say none. None superimposable. None superimposable. Your hand cannot be superimposable. تمام؟ cannot be. يعني this طلبة this Nabi said this يعني superimposable now. No. This the face your hand on the face your hand, no, it is not. Must be like that. Okay? So this not superimposable. يعني this the face of your hand, this the it is near from you, yes? And this and the bag different. This is not superimposable now. Okay? This is not superimposable. So a molecule or object that is not superimposable on its mirror image is said to be what? To be what? Chiral. Chiral. This is the meaning for chiral. Chiral, that meaning the image, the mirror image, they are not superimposable to each other. We say chiral molecular. Okay? Chiral molecular. Like an example, if I give you this molecule again, change this and this. Again, change this and this. Okay, useful or what? Now this, both of them, they are molecular, they are mirror image to each other, but they are not superimposable. Look, they are not superimposable. Do you understand? So, okay. Do you have a question? Do you have a question? So, next slide. Also, other example for superimposable. Here, other molecules, they are like jawrab, okay? Two suks form a pair of the mirror image that are superimposable to each other. Look, this and this, they are superimposable to each other. Here, they are a chiral molecular, a chiral figure. Okay, this, it will be a chiral. A chiral, why? Because they are superimposable to each other. This and this, they are superimposable to each other. Look to the tops, to the down, to what's here? To the bottom. Okay, all of them, they are superimposable to each other. Superimposable to each other. We said here a chiral. This, it will be what? A chiral. Okay? A molecule or object that are superimposable on the mirror image is said to be what? A chiral. Look, you have a new term. You have chiral and a chiral. Chiral, they are not superimposable to the mirror image. Or a chiral, superimposable to the mirror image. Okay? Do you understand? So, another example, until we can, let's determine whether the three molecules H2O, CHBrCl, and CHBrClF are superposable or not to their mirror image or not. Okay. No, step number one, if you want to draw these molecules and to testing, it will be chiral or achiral. So draw the molecules in the three-dimensional. So I told you before that you have to prove yourself to use your hand to nice drawing for the three-dimensional figure. Okay, this is the important. Draw the molecules in the three-dimensional figure. Draw it is a mirror image. This is step number two. Step number three, try to align all the bonds of the atom. Try to see, are the mirror image, they are superimposable or not superimposable to each of them, okay, to each other. So, to superimpose a molecule and it is mirror image, you can what? You can perform any rotation, but you cannot break bonds. أو مهمة. يعني, if you want to see this, your hand, it is superimposable to this, to other hand, okay, make rotation as you want. Make rotation, make like that, rotation like that, rotation like that, but don't break any bonds. يعني not say that I remove this here, I put it here. Okay? Okay, make rotation, but don't break any bonds. Okay? So, if we go to our example, this, I don't know, this again. So, this is mirror image, yes? It is superimposable or not superimposable? Put like that, rotation. Make rotation like that, not superimposable. Like rotation like that, not superimposable. Okay? You have to make. But don't break the bonds. Don't say, okay, this is blue and this is blue. Okay, it's easy. I just remove this, replace here. No. If you remove it, that means you break the bonds. This cannot be happened. When you want to decide, it will be chiral or achiral molecules. Okay? Don't break the bonds. Don't break the bonds. Just rotation. Just make rotation. So, step number two for the H2O. This is the H2O. This is the H2O. The mirror image for the H2O like that. Okay. They are superposable or not super to each other. Testing. Look. What? Superimposable or non-superimposable? Superimposable. That meaning it will be chiral or achiral? It will be achiral. It will be achiral molecules. Okay, now go to the CH2BrCl. This is the CH2BrCl. This is the mirror image. They are now superimposable or not superimposable to each other? If you want, make rotation. Make rotation. Do you want I test it for you here by using this? Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I have to use another 2 hydrogen. Look, this is our example here. Okay, I don't think this can be used. Sorry. Now, this dimer image for this, yes? Now, they are superimposable or not superimposable? This dimer image. Okay. Rotation. Okay, make like that. I want to test it, okay? This. 2. Super possible. Okay, super possible. Make rotation. Don't break the bonds. That meaning this chiral or achiral? Achiral. Okay? You understand? Okay. So with CHBrClF, the example, they are this mirror image for this. Okay, mirror image. Superimposable or not superimposable? Non-superimposable, as I showed to you before that. If I change both the atom, this is the atom again. Do you want I change it for you? Okay, 1 minute. Put like that. Take it, just help me. Okay. I want to make the mirror image. Okay. Put here this. Okay. Maybe like that. I want to make a mirror image for this molecules. Okay, like that. So it is not a mirror image. I have to replace this. Take it just 1 minute. Okay. Now, give me please. Thank you. Now, look. This mirror image for this, yes? Exactly. No, like that. Okay, like that. This, the mirror image for this, yes? Okay, just I have different angle here if I want to change it. So make another change if you want. This with this, okay? This with this. Do you think can be useful? This. Okay. Now, no, it is not a mirror image until now. Make anyone I change this and this, yes? Okay. Now, go to test. Now, mirror image or not mirror image? Yes. Why no? Mirror image. Okay. Now, superimposable or not superimposable? Not. Non-superimposable. Rotate. Make many rotation as you want. Cannot be superimposable to each other. Okay? Cannot be. Okay? That meaning this is what? Is what? Is chiral or achiral? Chiral, yes. It will be chiral molecules. Enantiomers here. 1 minute. Enantiomers are mirror images that are not superimposable. This compound is not superimposable to this compound. That meaning they are what? They are enantiomers. Mutavaddat. Okay, like our hand. Enantiomers. This is the meaning for enantiomers. The molecule must be chiral or non-superimposable. Okay, this is the new term for you. Do you understand? I think our lecture will be finished today. To the here. Okay, I will stop here for the enantiomers. And see you inshallah next lecture. Do you have a question?